talking about a lot of stuff. All right, guys, so welcome to Lash training. This is like our fourth Lash training, I think it is now. Is it our fourth? Third. God, okay, this is our third training, guys, so thank you so much for coming. We appreciate every single one of you for coming. That shows so much that you guys really want to work on your business and you really want to take it to the next level. Even if it's just a sisterhood or a hobby for you, you know, we appreciate you being here and we love all the connections that we made. We love meeting you guys. I love personally seeing all of your faces and just connecting with you guys. So thank you so much. The hashtag that we're going to use for this training is hashtag LashTwinTraining. So you can, all your pictures and stuff like that, you can hashtag LashTwinTraining or hashtag Cha-Ching, okay? Cha-Ching 2016. How about that? Okay, and then we can refer back to that in the pictures and stuff like that. All right, and if you hear something today from any of the speakers that just gives you like an aha moment, like Oprah says, I don't know if you guys used to watch Oprah or anything, but she used to say the aha moment. Do any of you know about that? The aha moment? Okay, good. So that's when just if you know, something hits you and you're like, aha, I get it, right? It clicks. Sometimes, and a lot of times that moment happens when you are at training and when you're surrounding yourself around like-minded individuals. You will have that aha moment. And, you know, just when you're conversating with people, when you're talking with your pro buddy and stuff like that, I love it. So our aha moment is called Cha-Ching, okay? Because usually when you have that aha moment, it's a Cha-Ching moment and you start making money off of it, okay? So when you hear something, I want you to scream out, Cha-Ching, okay? If you hear something that resonates with you, say Cha-Ching. Don't be embarrassed, okay? I don't want to be the only one saying Cha-Ching, okay? All right, so we are going to go ahead and get started here, I think. Yeah. All right. This is a new app, so bear with me, okay? This is Keynotes, and it's a new app, and I'm just not kind of used to it. Okay, Cha-Ching. All right, see, we're already started. Okay, so, let me see, I think we can just tap it. Tap it? Oh! Okay, so, my name is Adrianna Markowitz. Right. Do you see that? Oh yeah, can we turn it off? Can we turn the music off? Oh, I think that's just messaging. You gotta go back in the kitchen.
Go in the kitchen, please.
Hold on, real quick. We're gonna get the music to stop. Honey, will you tell them in the kitchen? You're right there by the door. Tell them like stop that. But it's kind of distracted. I don't know if they're back there, so you might have to help them. Alright, you guys can hear me alright, right? While we're waiting. Okay, so my name is Adrianna Markowitz. I'm Black Status Presenter. For those of you that do not know, I started November 27, 2013, okay? But this was not my first direct sales company, okay? A lot of people think, and I, like, believe me, there's people that are in this business, like Brooks, over there, one of my elites. This is her first direct sales company, okay? She's purple status now? Purple status now, right? And this is her first direct sales company. That makes me a little bit ill, okay? Because I've been doing direct sales since I was 20 years old. And I'm 32 now, and this was my fourth company, okay? And I just now found success. So I want people, oh, this is so much better. So, you know, anybody can be successful in this business, first and foremost, okay? This was my fourth company. It took lots of fail, different things, trying different things to be successful. So I joined November 27, 2013. You know, but I was with another direct sales company when this one fell into my lap. A lot of people ask me, what was I going to say? Yeah, I don't know when I came back on the minute. So, but a lot of people ask me, was this my first company, or was this like something that I was looking for? But this was something that fell into my lap. I wasn't even expecting that. Sometimes things happen when you least expect it, when you're not even looking for it. Some people, a lot of people, might have just gotten this kit. Might have just gotten this kit as, like, you want to try it, you want to try the makeup, you want to have your makeup on hand, you want to get the discount or have the, sisterhood, whatever it is, but it ends up turning into something that you might not have imagined. A lot of our Black Status presenters were kidnappers. And even for me, I was technically a kidnapper. To be honest, I got that kit and I just wanted the makeup. I just wanted to try the makeup. I was with another direct sales company. I had a small team over there. I was doing my thing over there. But, it was just when I least expected it. So just know, always keep your mind open. Don't be closed off. Anything can happen, even if you just, want that discount on makeup. So, all right, so I am married. I've been married for almost 11 years. This is June, and I have two beautiful boys. You guys might have saw them running around today, Josh and Brad, right? So they're my why. They're the reason why I do everything, and that is so important for you to just know your why. If you don't know it today, maybe write it down. It's just the reason why you're doing this, and any reason is okay. No reason is wrong, whether it's for yourself or for your family, for your kids. Whatever it is, the discount on makeup. But my why is my kids, for their future, for my family, to financially contribute. It turns into different things. Your why can change and will change probably. So at the beginning, I was just, I wanted $1,000 extra to help out with the family. And it just kept changing and turning into different things. Now I want to inspire people and motivate people everywhere. But it didn't start like that. I didn't have that vision at the beginning. So that's my why. So really, you want to know your why. So you can always kind of touch base with that and go back to that. So I've always had the mompreneur mindset. We kind of touched on that. I've kind of always been in direct sales. I started babysitting when I was 13. I wanted to make my own money. I didn't grow up with a lot of money. It was me, my sister, and my dad mainly. I had a stepmom growing up for most of my life, but I just wanted to always make my own money, provide for myself, provide for my family. That's just the kind of person that I always was. So I was always trying new things. I got diagnosed with ulcerative colitis when I was 17 years old, and so that kind of prevented me from working a lot because I was always in pain, I was always sick, and not feeling good. So recently, I've been doing very well with my ulcerative colitis, so I don't even feel like I have it, and I really do contribute a lot of that to mindset, because since being with me, I have just changed. I always thought I was a positive person anyways, honestly. I was a pretty positive person. I always could deal with, issues, problems, didn't have the best life, but I always just looked at the glass half full, never half empty. That's just the kind of person I was. But, having ulcerative colitis really did take a big toll on my mindset. And once you meet and learn about mindset and, that your mind can control so much, and so I really started digging into that, and I really started applying that to my business. For my business, it really started working and started churning everything around, all because my mindset was different. And I was like, this is crazy. Am I a magician? I was so amazed that your mindset can really have so much power over everything. So I started thinking to myself, what if I apply my mindset to my disease, my ulcerative colitis? And what if I start thinking to myself, cha-ching. So yeah, I really was like, let me apply this to my sickness and start telling myself I am not sick. I do not have ulcerative colitis. I'm healthy. I'm strong, and my body started to really, take that in and really started to feel that, and I started to feel better. And so I've been I'm really the healthiest I've probably ever been right now, and I really do contribute that to mindset. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. Thank you guys. So now my mission is to uplift, empower, and validate men and women everywhere. I live for it. I always love to help people, and I just love that I'm able to do that now. I really feel at home with me, and I feel like it was, what was meant to be from the beginning. So I'm really happy that this is my home, and I get to share it with everyone now. So now I'm just going to show you guys this cute little slide that I made, because I want you guys to know that the possibilities are endless. I was in the catalog with me. We went on our first cruise. Me and my whole family never been on a cruise before in my life. My kids never been on any kind of vacation like that before. We weren't even able to like afford a beach trip, okay, before, so that was huge for us. And then me and my sister got to go on networking times here recently, right? And we get to do our own trainings and everything like that, so that's pretty amazing. So the possibilities, I want you guys to know. I put that up there so that you guys know that that can be you too. That we are no different than any of you. Like, we all start from the same place, and any of you can be in networking times. Any of you can be on that website or in that catalog, and that's for real, okay? That is cha-ching. Can you guys all say cha-ching for that? Because seriously, that can all be you. It's no joke. None of you are any different or any less than any other person that is right next to you. I promise you, okay? So, that's that. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit of the law of attraction. This has been really big since I started with Unique. Okay, so the law of attraction is this: you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. And that was really hard for me to kind of grasp, because I started out in a really crappy place where, you know, we weren't making a lot of money, we were struggling, we weren't that happy. It just wasn't a very happy place. And I really do believe that it's because of how I was feeling on the inside. So once I started kind of like looking into law of attraction, I was like, okay, so you attract what you are. Okay, so what does that say about me? You know, and I started looking at myself. You just need to be focused on yourself. Because the more you work on yourself, the more your business is going to thrive. So you don't need to focus on everybody else. Just focus on yourself and fix the things that you need to fix or work on, and your business will thrive. So that was a huge aha moment for me, huge cha-ching moment for me was, okay, so I attract what I am. So what does that say about me? What do I need to change about myself? What am I putting out into the universe or putting out there on Facebook and stuff like that, that I may be attracting, you know, people that aren't that motivated, or, you know, people that are suffering with anxiety. I started attracting a lot of people that had anxiety because I had anxiety, right? So you attract what you are. It's just a fact. All right, so law of attraction. All right, so the first thing you want to have is clarity. Okay, clarity on what you want out of this business. Okay, you have to be clear about it. Clear. If you want black status, say you want black status. If you just want to be a hobbyist, say that and own it. But be clear with what you want out of this business, because that's what you're going to get. If you just keep saying every day, I don't know, maybe it could, maybe this, it's not going to go anywhere, because you're not clear about what you want out of the business. So first thing, write down what you want. Okay? Ties into the second thing, the written word. Writing it down so you're looking at it every single day. Be clear about it, then you write it down. Okay? Then, gratitude. So key, okay? Every single day, I tell myself something I'm grateful for. Usually it's my health, my family, having food on the table, a roof over my head, basic necessities. I don't need much, I just, you know, happy, healthy, things like that to me. But you want to be grateful, because if you're not grateful for anything, it's just, you're having that emptiness inside of you. And that emptiness is what you're going to attract then, because you're having it inside. But if you have nothing but gratefulness inside of you, loving, those positive emotions, that's what you're going to get back. So if you don't know what you're grateful for, don't feel like you're grateful for anything, there's always something to be grateful for. There's always somebody that has it out there worse than you know. So just write down a small list. It can just be simple things that you have shoes on, you know, your feet today. Just something simple like that. But every day, have something to be grateful for. Okay, so daily posts with law of attraction. This is huge, right? We work off of social media. Social media is our whole business. Okay, yes, we can do things word of mouth, in-home parties, all that good stuff, make play dates, all that good stuff, right? But we are social media based, and that's huge. We can reach billions of people with social media. But you gotta make sure that your daily posts are that of law of attraction, that you're attracting what you want. So you're putting out there what you want to get back. Positivity, you know, positive quotes, tips and tricks on the makeup, you know, even your daily hobbies though. If you like cooking, or if you like animals, whatever it is, you know, post that. But positivity, so that your posts are detailed, right? It's not just a stock photo, but it's something that you take a little bit of thought into and take a little bit of time, because it will pay off if you take that little bit of extra time to do that. Okay, and I know, because I'm like such an impatient person, I just want to throw a picture up there, okay, and be like, figure it out. Can't you tell what colors I'm wearing, people? Okay, but you know what? I had to learn. I was like, okay, I guess I gotta write what color I'm writing, you know, what color I'm wearing, and this and that, and where to get it, and information on it, and a little bit more time. Once I started putting a little bit more time in my posts, I started seeing a lot more, you know, that I was getting back, okay? All right, so the last thing is vision boards. This is huge. You see me and Jeff are doing this all the time with our teams, right? You saw it in the slideshow. We had our girls up there doing vision boards. We do this all the time. Why do we do this? Because it's so key to look and see what you want out of life. We do our vision boards all the time. We had Disney World on there. We had our cruise on there. And all the things are coming true, you guys. And I never did vision boards before you meet, but I've done like 3 vision boards, and all of those vision boards have like been crossed off. Like, it's crazy. I told you, I feel like a magician. Like, I look at vision boards and I'm like, all that came true. Like, how did that happen? And I started like looking up all this stuff on law of attraction. I really started researching it. And I would even see all these stories and testimonials of these people saying that they made vision boards. And like this one guy, he had this drink home on there, okay? I have mine on mine too. I haven't gotten it yet. I don't know what's going on with that. That church isn't working too well. But this guy did that, and like 10 years later, he's living in the exact home that he put on his vision board. Like the exact home. He bought it. Cha-ching! He bought the home, you guys. And then he was just like, I couldn't believe it. Like I packed it away. I haven't looked at it in like 5-10 years, and I'm living in the home that I actually put on my vision board. So just to know that it's like a subliminal thing, that you're looking at it every day, but then it's subliminally getting ingrained like into your head, and you're thinking it, and it's in your thoughts, and when it's in your thoughts, you start to manifest it, okay? You start to put actions behind it, it starts to manifest it, and before you know it, you're living in the damn house, and you're like, this is awesome! How did I get here? Like, look at this pool! I'm sorry, I'm picturing my house, okay? So, all right, so, that's law of attraction, okay? I think you guys, you know, understand that. All right, so self-motivation. This is huge. All right, so here's some kind of tips that you can go on motivation. I like this, okay? So you determine your goals, maintain a positive attitude, huge. Leave personal problems aside. You don't want to hear about the baby mom drama, right? Leave it aside. Okay? Upgrade your knowledge and skills. Be resourceful. If you don't know something, YouTube. Okay? Be passionate. That's huge. Be excited. Passion is contagious. Okay? It is contagious. I want you to channel your inner Adrianna. That's what I tell people. Okay? If you have just kind of like a calm personality, that's okay. But channel your inner Adrianna. Gross. So, okay? Be passionate. Be excited, because that is so contagious. Okay? Decrease or eliminate energy that drains you, okay? Negative Nancy's, get rid of them, okay? Debbie Downers, get rid of them. Yes. I'm telling you, it's huge for your business, huge. Practice self-talk. How you are talking to yourself. What do you say to yourself on a daily basis? I'm not pretty enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not skinny enough. What do we say to ourselves on a daily basis? Is that girl, that girl up there, she can be black status because she has all that going on for her, but I can't do that. I don't do makeup like her, or I don't like makeup like her, so I can't do that. Or like, you compare yourself all the time to the person next to you, and you think, I can't do what they're doing. You can do what they're doing, okay? You can. And you have your own strengths that other people don't have. Somebody might be good at makeup, but you're good at something else, okay? You have your own uniqueness that you need to embrace, and then nurture them. Nurture your strengths so that they shine, not your weaknesses. You don't need to be focused on your weaknesses. Focus on your strengths. Okay. Oh, I wasn't done. Okay, so confront challenges and fears. Meditation is great, and then acknowledge and reward success. Okay, so now we're going to move over here. So education versus training. How many of you believe that education and training are like one and the same thing? Okay, so some of you, okay. All right, now, education and training is kind of different. Because education is like when you're in school, right? You're being educated, right? You go to elementary school, and you go to middle school, you go to high school, you're being educated, right? To then be able to go out into the real world and hopefully be able to survive. Okay? Training, though, is like what we do in network marketing, right? Somebody signs up, and then we're like, okay, you need to go train, okay? It's not just you need to sit there and educate yourself. Yes, that's good, but training is the way to go. Throw yourself out there, okay? Put yourself out there. Training is like when a hostess is training and she's following the server, right? And she actually has to do the work, right, behind her to learn, to physically learn. She's physically putting in the work. That's what you need to do. You need to be at the vendor events. You need to be doing the in-home parties, the one-on-one makeup consults, the online parties, all of it. You need to be doing all of it, the videos, the selfies, putting yourself out there, okay? That's training. That's how you're going to get better. So you can read all day, every day. You can read all you want until you blue in the face. But you're really going to learn when you're out there doing the work and you're physically doing it. You're going to get better and better. There's just no way around it, okay? All right, so ask yourself 3 questions. Can you do it? Can you do it? What's your answer? Yes. Thank you. Love it. Yes. All right, next question. Will it work? Yes. Yes, it will. There you go. You need to be saying yes to these. Okay? Is it worth it? Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. You need to be able to say yes to all 3 of these, okay? If you're doubting any of these, then reevaluate, do your personal development so that you can be able to say yes. I want you to be able to say yes to all of these so that you can move on, okay? Ways to create self-motivation within your team, okay? It's different. You have yourself that you need to keep self-motivated, right? And I'm a firm believer that you do not need to rely on anybody, okay? It doesn't matter who your sponsor is, you don't rely on anybody. You self-motivate yourself. Okay? That's who you rely on, yourself, to self-motivate yourself and keep yourself going. At the end of the day, that's all you're going to have, okay? But if you have a team too, okay, how do you create self-motivation? A lot of leaders ask this. How do I get my team motivated, Adrianna? Okay? You want to inspire and empower. That's how you self-motivate people. That's how you get people to self-motivate themselves. You inspire them to want to be better. You empower them to make them want to be better. That's when people do better, okay? You give them that confidence. You are there to uplift, empower, and validate that person so that they can then go out there and do it on their own, okay? So inspire and empower your team. That's how you motivate them. Give them feedback on what they're doing, constructive criticism, right? Everyone's got to be able to take it. Recognition, you should be recognizing your team, shouting them out, you know, appreciating them whenever they do good for a sale, being qualified, 500, 1,000, whatever it is for the month, whatever you want to do for your business, but give them recognition. And then competence, right? We want to feel as human beings that we're not dumb, like that we're competent and that we can do this. So when you're growing a team, make them feel competent, like, and confident, and that they can do this, right? They're inspired, they're empowered, you give them the tools then, and then they feel, okay, you know what, I can do this, I am competent, like, I can get this done, all right? That self-choice creates self-motivation. So when your teammate feels as though they have confidence and they're competent, they can go make their own choices. When they make their own choices and they succeed, okay, they become self-motivated. That's how people become self-motivated. Awesome, I just did that. I just did an in-home party. I did a great job. I'm competent. I can do this. I'm going to go book another in-home party. Right? That's what happens because we feel good, we know that we can do it, and then we go do it again. Okay? So that's what you want to do with your team. All right? And then I love this. Be a success chaser instead of a failure avoider. I love that. Okay, because we're always walking around trying to figure out how to avoid failing, right? And we're just like walking around like, oh, don't go that way because I don't want to fail over there. Don't go that way. Don't do that video because I'm going to look stupid. I'm going to fail at that, right? So don't be a failure avoider. Be a success chaser. Like, look for the things that you want to do and that you're going to succeed in and things that you thrive in and your strengths, and go do that, all right? Be a success chaser. All right. Last thing I'm going to talk about is duplication. This is huge for your networking business, okay? Without duplication, you're not going to be able to create that residual income that you want, which is my first one, creating residual income. It's key to teach duplication and teach your team and teach your leaders and teach your personals exactly what you want to teach them, okay? And how you want your team to run. You're that head of that train, and you want to set the tone for the rest of your team. So that's that positivity, right? You want to set that at the beginning, and you want to be able to teach them exactly what you're doing, so you can teach them that duplication all the way down, okay? So we have the low startup fee, we have the little to no cost, everybody knows that, they sign up, right? Then what do? You lead by example. That's the first thing. I never want my girls, or ever tell my girls that they should not be leading by example. They should absolutely, if they want their team to sell 500, I tell them then you should be selling 1,000, right? You should not, as a leader, be getting your 500 at the end of the month, okay? You shouldn't be bonus buying, you shouldn't be half-assing it. You should be putting in your all, okay? Your all. And I can tell you, I wasn't amazing at sales, okay? Sales was not a huge thing for me. I was like 500 to 1,000, and I was like, okay, well, kind of just skipping by sometimes. And you know what? I had to take ownership of that. And I had to say, okay, what am I doing? And what can I do better? What is it that, I need to tweak here because something's not working? I know my sales can be better, right? So what am I not doing? And I tweaked some stuff, and I tried some different things, and my PRS went up, and away, okay? And that's how I want to be, right? Because I don't want to be leading my team and telling them to go sell $2,000 a month if I can't even do it myself. So I wasn't telling my team to do that. So I was like, I gotta figure this out. I gotta figure out how to get $2,000 a month at least, so I can tell my team to go do that. And same thing, that's across the board, leading by example with in-home parties, or online parties, or whatever it is that you're doing. You want to make sure that you're leading by example and you're doing what you need to be doing before you're telling your team to do something that you're not doing, okay? So, determine who is serious, okay? This is huge for duplication. And just kind of looking down your success line to see who is serious about the business. You want to connect with them on a one-on-one level and see what it is out of this business that they want, right? We already went over that. So, knowing exactly what somebody wants out of the business and connecting with them, that personal relationship, you want to know who is serious about the business. Then you can kind of work with them. All right. Dedicate time and efforts with committed downlines. All right, so if you have somebody that comes to you and says, I have this team and, we're going for green status, orange status, that's somebody that I'm going to dedicate my time with. You want to make sure that you are you know your girls, so that your hobbyists and the ones that want to discount, you're working with them, you still have a relationship with them, but if somebody else wants to get the elite status, then you need to be there to help them. But how are you going to know unless you ask them what they want out of this business, right? And that's where the relationship comes in turn. But dedicating their time and efforts where it is deserved, if that makes sense, okay? All right. Teach a very specific system. So this is kind of touching this. So whatever it is that you're good at, or the way that you want to run your business, or whatever way that you have a system, you just want to have a system in place, okay? And teach your team that. So I have always been, I'm a Gemini, okay? So I like to do everything. I don't have one specific thing that I do. I like to do it all. So I do a little online parties, in-home parties, one-on-one play dates. I do it all because I just like to kind of dibble-dabble and I get bored easily. So that's kind of my system that I taught my team, is you find what works best for you and then you do it. But then so I see there's all these different branches, and every leader just picks whatever works best for them. So just kind of figure out your system so that you can teach it and it's duplicable, because we don't have any system, but it's kind of hard to teach that, okay? So That's that. Holding your team accountable. So me and Jennifer did this all the time with each other when we pro-readied up together. So we held each other accountable. We're like, what are you doing? What are you doing today? I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And we just went back and forth. So you can find anybody to be a pro-ready partner with. It doesn't have to be your sister, but it could be anybody. And just even holding your own team accountable. So again, that relationship and you discussing what somebody wants out of the business, but you checking back in. If it's your team, check back in with them, hold them accountable, tell them you want it done by a specific time. That's going to help them get those tasks done if they have a deadline and you're checking up with them. Same with your pro buddy. I mean, me and Jennifer, we talk every single day and hold each other accountable in that way, so definitely holding yourself accountable. All right, and then identifying leaders and then raising them. So, how do you identify leaders? You know, I feel like that has gone a little bit both ways because I really do feel that sometimes people don't know that they're a leader and they don't know their full potential, and I see it in them. You know what I'm saying? So there might be somebody that doesn't see their full potential, but I do, and then they become a leader. But then there might be somebody that comes into it and they're a leader right off the bat, and they just kind of go and do their own thing. So I really feel like identifying the leaders is just really building that relationship with your personal, and that's how you're going to be able to teach duplication is the relationship that you have with your personals, okay? If you have that relationship with your personals, they'll be able to duplicate down much better. But I do feel like it's been both ways for me in identifying the leaders. So it's been a little bit of both. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so last but not least, guys, is this quote: do something today that your future self will thank you for. And just be unique, okay? That's all you guys have to do is be yourself, be unique, step out of your comfort zone, just be true and honest to who you are, because that is your brand. Your brand is who you are, and that's all you have to do, is just be who you are, and people will connect with you. They will relate to you based on your own life and your own things that you've gone through. You really don't have to be anybody else. So be unique and don't be scared to step out of your comfort zone because your future self is going to thank you, okay? Thank you, guys.